use code Tenkaichi if you use code Tenkaichi if you just 20% off.
After nearly 6 entire months, we finally have some new information about the upcoming Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 4. Oh, yes, we do. So that said, before we get into any of the new information that's been leaked or revealed or hinted at, well, not hinted, it's been confirmed, and we'll go over that in a moment. If you are looking for a channel that's going to be covering Tenkaichi 4, both in terms of gameplay, subscriber world tournaments for videos and the series, information, news, guides, all that good stuff, well, why don't you subscribe to this channel? About 50% of you watching right now aren't actually subscribed, so with that said, do make sure you subscribe to the channel. You can always unsubscribe later on if you so wish. And with that said, let's get into some of the news that's actually been revealed about the upcoming Tenkaichi 4. So going back a few days or a few weeks maybe, a few days as of this upload, this video has been recorded the same day, so that's as a bit of a time frame, I guess. Sonny Strait, the English voice actor for characters on Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z and Super, such as Krillin and Bardock, has made a TikTok of all things. Well, do you know what? I'll just play the TikTok for you right now.
I just got through recording a video game. A lot of screaming. Can't tell you the video game, obviously, but I played 3 very distinct characters, and my voice is shot. But I loved every second of it.
Now, he doesn't say what the game is, but it's fairly obvious that it's going to be, well, that he's referring to Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 4, or again, whatever they actually do end up officially calling it. So that said, 3 characters, right off the bat, Krillin and Bardock. I mean, I feel like this is fairly common sense. I'm trying to think, and before I start recording, I was trying to think of any official Dragon Ball game that didn't have both Krillin or Bardock in. Raging Blast 1 had both in, and then before Raging Blast, it was Burst Limit, wasn't it? I think Bardock was in Burst Limit. Was he? I forget. But one game that is that this isn't really a surprise. Bardock and Krillin in a Dragon Ball console game, of course, right? Of course. Even Bardock now is in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. New DLC coming out in just over a week, by the way. So again, do make sure you subscribe. I will be covering that on the channel. Okay. So before I mention what I think the third character is, I don't know if he is referring to... So it's Krillin as one character, done. But I don't know if he would be referring to the second and third character as both the Dragon Ball Z version of Bardock from the Bardock Father of Goku Dragon Ball Z Special and Bardock from Dragon Ball Super, more specifically, Dragon Ball Super Broly. I don't know if he's going to consider those as the same character. It's the same voice, right? So, for the most part at least. So, assuming that he's just, referring to either and or both versions of Bardock as just the same character, we've now got 2 of the 3 characters sorted. Now, he does play a few other characters, like smaller characters, including a character that was in Tenkaichi 3, and that character was General Blue from Dragon Ball. Now, I would love if he is going to be added, and if it is, it makes me wonder, are they actually going to add every single character from Tenkaichi 3 into Tenkaichi 4 on launch? That's the dream, but I'd love that to happen, but I just don't think it will. So, I don't think it's General Blue. The character I think it is Giru, the little robot assistant that Pan has in Dragon Ball GT. He also plays, who is it, like a character from Dragon Ball, the Bandages, the Mummy, whatever. So I think the third character is either General Blue from Dragon Ball or Giru from Dragon Ball GT, and I think it would be Giru because I want to say, and do let me know because I genuinely can't remember, in Tenkaichi 3, wasn't one of Pan's ultimates like a rush that had Giru there? Maybe. I mean, Giru is in the Xenoverse series, right? He was added as a voiceover or as a character as part of a cutscene going back to the first, if I remember, the first DLC for the original Xenoverse game, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1 or Dragon Ball Xenoverse, and technically in Xenoverse 2 as part of the Legend Patrol. So I do think the third character he's referring to here is Giru. Now, with that said, that doesn't necessarily mean General Blue won't be in the game. I think in the TikTok he says that he just came back from voicing 3 characters for a video game, but that's just what he did on that day. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's all he's going to be voicing. I mean, I don't know. I'm just excited that we have some sort of information. Now, also, because of this as well, and this has been confirmed by DBS Hype himself. If you don't know who DBS Hype is, shame on you. If you don't know who DBS Hype is, then this is, well, DBS Hype is the one person, like the most official, non-official person within the Dragon Ball community when it comes to leaks, information, stuff that gets revealed before the official sources. So you've got Shueisha, then Bandai Namco, then honestly, and I mean this without any hint of irony or have you, after Shueisha and Bandai Namco, it's DBS Hype. There is literally no one more reputable, trustworthy. I don't think he's ever got anything wrong. He leaked the DLC for Bardock in Kakarot like 6 or 7 months before it was released or even revealed. So what the guy says is legit. So when he confirms and says indeed, it means, yeah, it's real. So because of that, I should mention at the start as well, they, as you probably can tell, the video Sunny Straight posted is about Tenkaichi 4, of course it is, but either way, as confirmed by DBS Hype himself, they have officially started, I think maybe a week or just over a week ago, they have officially started dubbing the English voiceover, well, the English voices for the upcoming Tenkaichi 4. Now, I am completely ignorant to game development because I just don't know how it works. I just don't know. But I would think, that if they are getting to the point where they are now dubbing the voiceover for the English voice for a video game, you would think maybe that they are getting closer towards the game being finished, or, well, closer towards the game being finished than it was from when it started. Now, I don't think we're going to get, well, I'd say bare minimum, another 6 or 7 months, bare minimum. But I would think now the absolute latest that Tenkaichi 4 will be released, and again, this is my opinion based off of just how I feel, things I've seen, and just like how Dragon Ball games work in terms of releases. I personally think Tenkaichi 4 at the very latest, and I absolutely could be wrong here, I think the latest it's going to be released is going to be towards the end, well, fall, so October or maybe November of 2024. It's not coming out this year. If it is, great, but it's not coming out this year. It could come out early-ish, like in Q1 of 2024, but do keep in mind that, again, as of this upload, only a few days ago, or maybe a week ago, the next, I guess, release is going to be, as we understand it right now, just for Steam, it's going to be the Dragon Ball Super Card Warrior. No, that's the Kakarot one. The Dragon Ball Super card game, Fusion Warriors card game for, again, as of right now, Steam. I might check it out, I don't know. But that says early 2024. I would think they would probably want to release that first, even though it is, as of right now, a Steam exclusive. I think that they probably would want to release that first before they release any other game, as in Tenkaichi 4. So if that comes out, let's say in January. I mean, people are saying that Tenkaichi 4 could come out in the summer, and I just realised as well, we probably will get another Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour event in like February time, maybe of next year, 2024. And if it's going to come out in the summer, you'd think that at that event, they will have some information there. Again, I don't know. But that's just something to maybe keep an eye out. But I would be surprised if it comes out early next year. I'd love it, but I'll be surprised. Now, I'll talk about the release date again in a moment, but as of last night, as of, again, this upload, Geekdom 101 uploaded the video, and that's why I've kind of made this video, as he had a little bit of, like, exclusive information about Tenkaichi 4, which isn't necessarily... Oh man, what I'm about to say isn't necessarily a surprise because it's like, well, of course these characters are going to be added. But Geekdom has said in his video that multiple gods of destruction and multiple angels will be in Tenkaichi 4. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be playable characters, but let's just say multiple is 2 or more. For the purposes of this, that's lowball. So the 2, and let's just say it's 2. So the 2 gods of destruction I mean, Beerus, right? I mean, of course, it's Beerus. He's one of the main characters. He was like the antagonist for the revival of Dragon Ball, in all fairness, in the Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods movie. Not really surprised there. And the other angel, well, the first angel, Whis, I fully expect these to be playable characters because, again, well, it's Beerus and Whis. Now, the second angel, I mean, I feel like it's going to be Vados. The only other one I can think of would be Merus from the, as of right now, manga of Dragon Ball Super manga. If he gets added, that'll be great, but I feel like if he does get added, I'm going to wait for the manga to get animated whenever that does happen. I don't know. So I'd say the two angels are Whis and Vados. If they had like the other angels, because, and again, it's been a long time since I properly played Tenkaichi 3, so I can't remember, but isn't there like only like 5 or 6 different fighting styles in Tenkaichi 3? One of them is if you're a giant, like a Great Ape or Harudigon or the Pilaf Machine. Another one is if you're like a small character like Aurelie, Goten, Saberman, Cell Jr., what have you. Then the others are like if you're like a large character like Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, Aita, wasn't he in the game? And like the others, I'm just like basic fighting styles, right? So it's not exactly complicated or complex, or like every character is, well, most characters play the same. So because of that, I feel like they could add all the Gods of Destruction characters and angels in, but assuming that it's just going to be 2, at least on launch. In terms of the angels, Vados and Whis, and in terms of the Gods of Destruction, Beerus absolutely, but then I was going to say Champa, and yes, sure. But then what about God of Destruction Toppo, who is, I'd say, is arguably more popular than Champa himself? I don't know, but that's my guess there. So Whis and Vados as the angels, and Champa, well, Beerus and Toppo, and maybe Champa as the Gods of Destruction. If they had like Belmod, Moscow, or whatever the names are, awesome, fantastic, but they'll just have to make stuff up, which I don't think will be a bad thing, but we'll just have to wait and see. Now, also, again, as of this upload, in like 2.5, 3 weeks, however long it is, we have Gamescom. It's taking place in Germany. There's going to be like a opening ceremony or like a show with Jeff Keighley from the Game Awards revealing some new world premieres. If they are going to reveal a Tenkaichi 4 trailer at an event, this is the next event where they could reveal something. I would love if they are. I kind of expect that they won't, because it seems like Tenkaichi 4 is like mythical at this point. If they do reveal any information there or trailer, great, and I'll be definitely covering it on the channel, so do make sure you subscribe. But don't go into it 100% expecting something, because we don't know. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. A fairly short video compared to what I normally do, I think. I don't know, maybe like 12, 13 minutes. Thank you all for watching. More videos on the screen right now, and I'll see you on one of these videos in a moment.